Hello. Sorry to break my promise. More about Morocco. I apologize. I'm just sitting here thinking about it, the trip, and so there's one thing I regret about being on the trip, and that is if I wish I'd have gone out more at night. Casablanca was beautiful at night, like LA and New York. So when we first got there in the daytime, the ride back from the airport to the hotel, didn't look impressive. Desert, sand, some buildings even that, were abandoned, But when I think about it, the way things look around the airport here, at least my airport, if you're riding to it or from it, it's not so impressive either. It's not until you get, actually downtown or, where you're going that things begin to look better. But anyhow, so when we first got there, we were a little leery to actually go outside of the hotel. The hotel had meals, and so we knew we would, when I picked the hotel, I made sure it was a hotel that had a restaurant in it, so I knew we would eat. I had, before we left, looked, on Google Maps, and looked at the area so I could know where, supermarkets would be, certain things would be, so that helped me select the hotel that we stayed at. So we did decide, that we definitely were going to need to go shopping because we packed light. That's one of the things we insisted on. We insisted on not carrying a lot of items with us and just, shop when we get there for whatever items that we really need. So we were definitely going to go to a supermarket. The supermarkets are from Carrefour, Carfoure. I think we have one here. I know we were going to get a Carrefour here years ago. But I don't know if it closed down or if it's still open. But anyway, Carrefour is the big store in Casablanca, Morocco. And there was one right by the hotel, like within walking distance. And so, my grandson and I were extremely cautious, and he was even more so cautious than my daughter and I put together. He was very cautious. He felt obligated, I guess, because he's a male in like a kind of a male-dominated society. He felt like obligated to look out on my behalf and my daughter's behalf, even though he's only 13. Bless his heart. So anyhow, I remember my daughter, hi Rex. Hi Rex. Is that Rex? Hi Rex. I know it's late there. Let's see, it's 7 o'clock here, so it's maybe 1 o'clock where you're at, 1:30, almost 1:30, because it's almost 7:30 here. Anywho, I don't expect anybody really to be watching this live until tomorrow. Anyhow, so when we did get to the hotel, I was safe. I felt safe in the hotel. We didn't really know what to expect from the people. You hear all these stories where, you go to some places and the people are poor and they're just going to run up to you and beg for money, everybody, everywhere. Casablanca was nothing like that. Nobody, I don't think anybody asked us for money, but we tipped everybody. We expected people to ask for money, so we took money for tips. But I don't think anybody, the whole time there, oh no, these little girls did at the mall, these little girls that were selling roses. But no, grown people asked us for money. Anyhow, my daughter said to us, she said, let's go out. It was nighttime. She's like, let's just go for a walk. So I was like, my grandson was like, we were kind of really, 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 really nervous. She said, it ain't going to hurt us just to walk around the block. Just walk up the street and down. That's all. So I said, okay, we'll do it because we have to go to the store anyway, and the Carrefour is down the street. So we'll just walk to the Carrefour. And Google on your phone, shows you the direction. So we did that the first night and went shopping and then came back and was like, wow, that wasn't so bad. The next night we went in a different direction and we crossed a major street, and that was really, really, really something because that street was so busy. It's like you were taking your life in your hands just trying to cross that street. It was so busy, and then it's not all just the cars coming, a lot of motorcycles coming. But the people there were used to it. So what we eventually winded up doing, and what I winded up doing, is just when someone would come across the street, I'd get like right behind them, and just like be like walking right behind them, like. So anyway, eventually we ventured further and further and further, and the further we ventured, the more beautiful it became, the more lit up it was. At night, the city really came alive, like New York, and then the couples, the people there are all pretty much in good health. You don't see any out of shape people. Everybody's thin and beautiful. The women are very, I don't know how to describe them, but just look really neat in their clothes, and the men too, and they had all the whatever car you want, and the cars were pimped out too. A lot of them were not just regular, like they did extra stuff to the cars that made them look really, really extra fine. And so you'd see the women at night running in the cabs. You see and they were not all covered either. A lot of the women just were wearing regular American clothes. One night I decided to go out to the store. I was hungry. I wanted what did I want? Chinese food. So I don't know what the deal is with Chinese food in Casablanca or even Chinese people, but I didn't see that many of them, and I didn't see any Chinese restaurants, and I asked even where's the nearest Chinese restaurant? And they were like, we got Thai, we got, Japanese, no Chinese. So anyway, I went to the Carrefour to get what I needed to get. Then I was going to go look. I thought I saw a Chinese restaurant. I was going to just look for one, and I didn't have my cell phone, so I was in the habit, which was a bad habit, of leaving my cell phone at the hotel on the charger because I need a new phone. This phone is old. It's so old, and I am going to have to get a new phone soon because the battery, once the battery is charged, sometimes in the morning I wake up and the phone actually has no charge. I mean, it has a charge, but it's like blank screen. And what I do is I take the cover off the phone. My phone is so old, I can take the cover off in the back, take the battery out, blow on it, put it back, and the phone works again. So I know I need a new phone. But anyway, I left out one night in Casablanca without my cell phone, and thought I would be okay. The men at the hotel we stayed at, there was always, they were dressed really nice. They were workers, staff. They were staff. And they were there, in case, hotel guests came and had luggage, they would carry the luggage in. If you needed a ride, and just eyes. They were always there. And so they kind of, every time we left the hotel, they would look concerned. Every time he came back, they would look relieved. And so that kind of, my daughter and I were like, oh, like they think they're our dad or something. Anyway, one night I went out without the cell phone. I went down the street to the Carrefour. I went shopping at the Carrefour, got what I needed. The walk back, I didn't want to walk back in front of the hotel because I was not going in the hotel. And I didn't want the men standing out front to see me not go in the hotel because I know they were kind of a little possessive of me and that they would be like a little upset to see me just walking all around all over the place. So I said, I'll just go around the back street. I went around the back street. I thought I went around the back and I thought that I could find my way back. But I actually got lost without my cell phone. And every street looked like New York. Every street was lit up bright and beautiful and lights and restaurants and so many people dressed up here and there and having fun. And here I was lost. I was tired. I was like, felt like I was going to pass out. Like, I'm going to just like pass out because I can't walk. I'm tired. So eventually, I knew the street that I was going to, but I didn't really know exactly how to get there. I asked a couple of people and they pointed me in the direction, but I felt like I was kind of far away from the hotel. So I flagged down a cab driver. No, I didn't flag him down. He had pulled over to let someone out. And I just went over there to him and told him I need to ride to the Art Palace Hotel. I assumed he knew where that was. But when I got in the car, he didn't speak English, of course. And I don't speak Arabic. But he spoke enough. And we tried to, we figured it out. We figured it out somehow. He knew I was American, you're American? Yeah, I said, yeah, I'm a stupid American because I'm lost. I'm lost here with no cell phone. So anyhow, I was trying to come up with landmarks because he really didn't know where that hotel was. I kept telling him the hotel and the name of the street, and that didn't work. He was like, we were driving, or I don't know where we were going. But I felt safe with him, though. I really did. So I got the idea. Now, Casablanca has banks all over the place, all these different banks. But there's a bank on the corner where the hotel was we were staying called CTI or something. I don't know. So I said to him, the hotel is near CTI Bank. And he said, CTI Bank? I know where that is. Went right there. Right there, dropped me off. That was a happy ending, but it was scary. And I felt really stupid. And I walked in the hotel and I said to the men there, I said, I got lost, guys. Anyway, yeah. So by the time we really had discovered the bright lights and the cosmopolitan of it all, and the New York and LA of it all, it was practically time to come back. So that's my one regret about visiting Casablanca, is that we should have spent more time with the nightlife. Okay, that's it for now. Good night, everybody.